really tense now between Russia and Israel. You guys remember that a few weeks ago, the Russian foreign minister, he said something about Hitler being Jewish as well in response to a question about Zelensky and whether there are, Nazis inside Ukraine. And of course, this really angered the Israelis. And I can understand why. I get it. I don't think that was completely necessary. On the one hand, Lavrov is a very seasoned diplomat. And he's been doing this for decades. So, it's not me who's going to tell him how to do his job. But at the same time, I don't think that was necessary. I think there's so much evidence, so much actual hard evidence to point to. You don't need to make some, this sort of comparison or whatever. And the Israelis really got upset, right? And then the Russians got upset in response. Russia, as I said, has ties with Israel. Many Israelis are originally Russian Jews. Many are Ukrainian Jews, not all of them, but a good chunk, right? A good part. So both Russia and Ukraine have ties to Israel, and Russia at the same time is also supporting Syria, giving heavy support to keep the government there, in charge and let it survive. Although I don't like phrasing it that way. It's not about making sure Bashar al-Assad is the head of state. No, it's about protecting Syria from Al-Qaeda, from NATO, and so on. It's much bigger than that. It's not about one guy. Whatever they want to tell you on CNN. But my point is that the Russians now are kind of veering more towards the Syrian side. I want to say another thing. A few weeks ago, there were reports of an S-300 being used. I told you just before, the S-300 is a state-of-the-art anti-aircraft surface-to-air missile battery built by the Russians. And Syria has a few of them. I think some that were delivered were destroyed by the Israelis. I think there was an S-400 that was destroyed as well. But that's besides the point. The fact that this was used in response to an Israeli airstrike, it's kind of like giving the Israelis a warning. Watch it. Watch it, because we don't usually use this, but if you keep doing this, we might use it. So that's good. You're seeing Russia kind of distance itself more and more from the Israelis.